Cool, yeah. So this is gonna be a bloodbath. Just warning you. Hey folks, it is Saturday, but I am getting a really late start today because I had to do some plumbing. I do have a couple things that I want to just unbox real quickly today to show you, and then probably tomorrow, Sunday, I will be installing them. This video probably won't come out until Monday, so a little bit late, but let me just show you what I got real quick. Yikes, okay, let me remove some of this stuff. Okay, let's look at this first. There's a warning on this box that says, caution, razor blade may scratch product. So let's not scratch the product. Okay, what is this? This is the UPR products. Wow, that is really sharp. Battery box for the trunk. Comes with 2 gauge wiring. It said 2 gauge? Yeah, it says 2 gauge here. Wiring's okay. There's the, see if you can focus. You can see the copper to jacket ratio isn't too bad on this. So this is annoying. Look how badly, let me zoom you in here. Look at the damage this did. So these things just kind of like were loosely held in place. Yeah, that is annoying. You can see damage over here as well. Like, this is really sharp. We gouged it. So, not happy about that, but so this is some all thread. Is there any damage to the wire? Looks a little beat up, but I don't see it being too damaged. This is a vent tube, hardware required for installation. And then this is the clamp that holds the battery down inside. This is the negative. It's also supposed to be 2 gauge. What do we got? This is 4 gauge. So it's 4 gauge wire for the negative. I might replace this with some 2 gauge. We'll have to see. Yeah, so let's just pop this out and take a look. Razor might damage product. Product might damage product. This, the bottom bolts to. Look at that already. Oh wow, this thing is dangerous. I am going to have to do something about this. Yeah, so give me a minute. Alright, when I tell you this thing is sharp, they put like 0 effort into deburring it. That's not good. That is really not good. I have to worry about that. This is so sharp. This is unbelievably sharp. I don't know how I feel about these edges looking like this. Cool, yeah. So this is gonna be a bloodbath. Just warning you. The idea is that this is gonna go somewhere over here. I believe maybe like right here. You just want to make sure that this the top is not gonna interfere with this, and that the interior paneling, I'll have to put it in place, just doesn't interfere with this. One other thing is that when you're installing a battery in the trunk like this, you're supposed to, for NHRA rules, you need a battery cutoff switch somewhere on the outside of the car. Now I have one, but I'm not going to install it yet, because what I want to do is I want it like a push. I want to mount it somewhere over like here, and then have like a push bar that I could take off. So if I drive this around town, I'll have a little grommeted hole, but if I'm going to take it to drive it at the track for a day or something, I'll have a thingy. So I will just throw this out there. I'm not like super pleased with how this arrived and the shape that it's in. It'll do what I need it to do, and it's just a little bit, I'm gonna probably hit these with like a rasp, because this is like really, this is dangerous. I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna take the 12 volt. It'll probably come down this way, go around there, go up in the front, across there. I also bought some bus bars. Positive and negative bus bars. These seem okay, I guess. The reviews on this said that these come off too easily, but I'll have to see how that works its way out. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use these for this project, but I'd like to. So, just some heat shrink tubing. How about a large hex crimper? You can change these to 6 gauge, 4 gauge, 2 gauge, 1 gauge, or 1-0, and then you just match them up. So I'm doing 2. I'm going to put a battery terminal in 2, go like that, and then you can crimp. Oh, it's so much better. Like, how long does this take me? You couldn't just do this? It's really, I don't know, it feels unfinished. By the way, this is aluminum. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm a little upset about this, it's not so much that, like, it's fine, I can do this. I have a rasp. This is a wood rasp, but whatever. This cost almost $200. I expect it for $200 to not be unfinished. Yeah, so not happy about this. Not happy. I'm wondering if I should put foam tape in these corners. This is like 1,000 times better. That really should have been done before this was shipped out, honestly. I can't believe it wasn't, to be honest. I have some thoughts. I feel like this should not have been shipped like this. With this kit, you're paying extra money to get the 2 gauge wire. If you go on Amazon, there was like $50 boxes that have way worse positive gauge wire. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not thrilled. Not thrilled. Let me know what you think. Cool, so this is much safer now. I didn't do these holes, but you know, I'm gonna grommet them and everything. So this way I'll be ready tomorrow to kind of like get back right into this. I'm gonna just mark where I want to drill. I might have to drop the gas tank down if I can't access the top of this. Oh, wow, that's tight up there. Let's see. Nope, no way I'm getting up there. All right. Yeah, we put the all thread in through the bottom, or actually through the top, and then you just, I might leave the plastic on the bottom, even though we have POR 15, basically it's dissimilar metals, you can get galvanic corrosion. So I want to avoid that. I'm going to leave the plastic on the bottom part of this, not on the sides of it though, so you won't see it. But otherwise it's going to look like a nice box once I take off this layer. Cool. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to hit the ground running and just kind of get this installed. So I'm just going to temporarily lay in the interior here, and we'll see where we can put this. a glove. See, I'm kind of intersecting this here. Kind of puts us into a small pickle with this. Here, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bit of a clearance issue right here. But it shouldn't be too bad if we do. There's like a dent here, so the wiring can come through around the side. You can see like this is where the, wow, you can't see anything. There we go. Yeah, so there's room there. But before we drill these holes, we gotta drop this cast tank down again, which we're probably gonna have to do a couple times because I still have to get the wiring harness for this. We still have to bolt this together, but these are the grommets for the and then the vent comes out that way. I guess we'll vent it out over here somewhere. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Alright. Now we just need to, I don't know, drill 2 holes, but now I can reach up in here and do what I gotta do. Alright, so that is frame rail. I should have looked where the things were. Alright, I took a quick break. Mrs. Sleazy got me a nice knee brace for my tendonitis, and it seems to be doing much better. So it's good. So let me just show you. Like I said, I screwed this up because I tried to drill here. I don't know why I thought maybe this was like just the pinch of the frame. Whatever, no excuses, I screwed it up. So it drifted here, and then I had to bring this one in a little bit to compensate. None of that really matters. The washers that I have will completely cover this. So yeah, so I sprayed a little bit of primer on that, so it should keep it nice, and sprayed both sides. I'm just gonna vacuum this all out, and then we're gonna install the all thread. I'm just going to ask if anybody who's installed this before has ever put anything underneath this, or if they just went, like I said, I'm worried about galvanic corrosion for the dissimilar metals, but I don't even know if that's like a thing. Let's see if I can find out what this is. That is within the frame rail. Okay. So, this is not only hitting the frame rail, but it's inside of the frame. So there's 2 bolt holes underneath that I might be able to just get this up underneath on. Oh, okay, there it is. So you can see it. It's like right. Alright, in there. Line this up. So I think I can just drill an access hole for that and then screw it on. This might be an easier way to illustrate what I'm doing. I'm gonna, since I have access to both sides of this, I'm gonna draw this up until I get a bunch of threads, and then I'm gonna pull it in from the top and tighten it from the top. Now from this side, yeah, there you go. Keep forgetting there's no magnets on that side. Okay. Alright, let me loosen this, and then it's putting a lot of pressure on here, so I'm gonna loosen this back up and then just reroute this. Okay. You know what? Let's put this grommet back in there. I'm gonna have to cut these to about right here. Because if I try to close this glass, these are gonna bash right through. Just thinking back from yesterday, I'm very happy that I just took these edges down. There's still a couple little sharp spots, but it just kind of annoyed me that like UPR charges this much for this thing. And in my opinion, it's unfinished. Cool. Alright, so let's put this in. Alright, so now after this, if you have a battery in here, you put this on. And that will clamp your battery in place, so it doesn't go anywhere. And then after that, I'm not gonna lie, I am concerned about flying sparks and fire. There's not that much that's flammable here. I don't think any of that stuff is gonna go up. Just in case, I've got a fire extinguisher at the ready. That's gonna shoot sparks this way. This is a anti-fire blanket. Let's see what happens. Let that cool down for a little bit. Alright, so that had a chance to cool. I actually hit this a couple more times just to make sure that it's nice and... This time I'm trying to thread it though. Okay. It's good. A bit of a burr over here. There we go. All right. Easy. All right, so that's pretty solid. There's a little bit of preload on it, which I think is good. If there's a battery in there, it's not going anywhere. So again, it's a 4 gauge wire. I'm not sure I'm going to keep this or not. And I might hold off kind of wiring these things in until the end. This is not the ground that I'm going to use, but just for illustrative purposes. I'm going to route this probably down to connect to the frame directly, so that we're not going through like different panels. But I just kind of want to lay things in place where I think they're going to be about, just to kind of get a full sense of this. This is a significant amount of wire, and I don't feel like uncoiling it. I'm not ready for this yet, but the box is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all this stuff in here. Just wanted to quickly explain why we're putting the battery in the trunk. Why did we put that battery box in the trunk? Imagine if you would. This is the vehicle. These are the front wheels. We're looking down on it, right? Front wheels, rear wheels. When you imagine the weight distribution of the vehicle, you got this really heavy engine up front, and then what's in the back? You got the rear axle, and you got the fuel tank. When fully gassed up, it could be kind of heavy, but it's not really that heavy. Ideally, what you want to do is move as much weight from the front to the back. And why do you want to do that? When you're launching the car, you want the weight to transfer backwards harder onto the rear tires to get more traction. So if you could take the battery, which is like all lead and liquid and stuff, you can move it to the back here, and you can like try to get these more even. Like a 50-50 weight ratio would be great. When you hit the gas, the torque kind of puts this twisting motion like this. So if the car is like that, it goes like that, and that's the right rear tire right here. So you want the weight to like go that way, and then you get like this twisting motion of the car. That's why you put subframe connectors in. But basically, whether you're going forward or you're going backwards, you want the weight to be properly distributed. I'm not sure this is even going to close. It might close. We should give it a try, I think. Here we go. Ready? Whoa, does this even close it? How are we looking in there? I can see it, and it's not like touching. Let's look from the inside. Whoa, there's a sight I haven't seen in a while. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room, I think. Plenty-ish of room-ish. Pretty cool. So there's 2 things I wanted to ask. The first one is, does anybody know what this part is? I'm going to put a picture of it up on the screen. A subscriber reached out to me and asked me if I knew. It looks like a vacuum accumulator or amplifier, I think it's called, for one of the systems, possibly for the TAD or TAB system. My car had that kind of removed when I first got it, so I don't have any of that installed. I believe it was somewhere installed over here somewhere, or I don't know. If anybody knows, please reach out in the comments below. Second thing, I have no idea where the wiring harness is for the fuel level sending unit. If anybody has one, please let me know. If not, I'm just going to button this back up, and we'll deal with that at a later date. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. My knee is feeling better, but I don't want to overdo it. You know what to do. If you like the video, you like watching me screw this up really badly, I don't know, maybe some of you do, give me a thumbs up. There's a new design in the merch store. You should check it out. If you aren't subscribed yet, please do so. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time, and keep it sleazy. You know what? Let's add a little bit extra. Could always take more off if we need to. So glad they gave us the warning that that it could be scratched when you're opening it. All there's like marks all over this thing from the machining process. Not to mention this nice shipping damage we got here. The cheese grater. Just gonna shake that utter failure off. This episode's a shit show.